what is it about a script that attracts you? I mean, you've worked in Spanish films, you worked in films by Swedish directors, Brazilian directors, American directors. Is there a factor in all of those films that you think, this is the film I want to do?
It is something to do with a kind of necessity. I mean, of course, I think that the script has to be good, but what does that mean? It's a case-by-case scenario. It's not an overall situation, but it has to tap onto something that I consider like, okay, yes, this is something I feel I can catapult from, or this is something I've never done and I feel I can do in a way. Or
For you, are there, at this point now that you've been working for 15 years now on many films with many different directors, are there what we could call director do's and don'ts, things that directors should do for you and things that directors really shouldn't do for you?
when both things, the descriptive and the action, come together and become the argument, meaning it's important that the director separates both things so that we can talk about the psychology of the character. We can just enjoy the psychology and the music of the character and but it's not an action. For example, Hamlet. No, who is Hamlet? Well, we all have different versions of who is Hamlet, and if we're interpreting Hamlet and a director asks you and says stop, and says who is Hamlet? Well, it's easier to answer what Hamlet wants to be rather than who he is, and that is an important sort of division that directors, I think, should, learn.
And does an actor have to like the character that he or she plays?
For example, I once played a character in a film called The King, and the character kills many people.
Yeah.
And obviously I can't identify with the character because I've never killed anybody. I can't understand the character because understand the motivations it's very difficult in a way, It's very complicated. The only thing I can do is emotionally empathize with the character, and therefore that's what I would mean by like the character. But I do feel that this this kind of aspirational endeavors of transcendence, of bringing bodies or bringing sort of archetypical figures again to life in a way, that's energy that keeps on sort of circulating in some way or another because we're always playing characters as well in real life. We're always, like Goffman says, no? We always put an act and we're always judging how well that person acted, no?